Hello everyone, this is Raja Ramesh. Welcome back to our SQL Server tutorial series. In this video, we will discuss about between operator, distinct statement, and how we work with null values. First, we will see the between operator. When we actually use between operator, first go to sql-practice.com and select star from patients to get all the records from the patient table. We will see about between operator now. Between is used to get some data between two given values. So start range and end range will be there, and in between those values will be having some data. All the records which are matching those values will be retrieved when we use between. It is used along with the where clause in select statement. We will see the syntax of between statement first. It will be something like select star from your table name and where clause where condition on some column name between start value and end value. So select star from table where column 1 values between start value and end value, and remember start value and end value both are inclusive. So the result set includes the values mentioned in start and end values as well. You can use between on number values or text values or date values as well. We will see all the examples over here. First, we will see how to get the data when we use between on a number field. So we will write a query select star from patients itself where we will filter data based on height. Height between 150 centimeters and 155 I will give. So between 150 and 155. So if you run this query, you got some data 347 records, and if you see this, you will not see any value which is less than 150 and greater than 156 because we use the between condition like that. It is something like writing the condition in this way: greater than or equal to start value and less than or equal to end value. So between works like this. That is why the data which is having height greater than or equal to 150, you should be getting the records with 150 as well, and you should be getting the records with 155 as well because it is less than or equal to end value. This is how we use between on number columns. And what if you want the records where height that are not between 150 and 155? Yeah, it is as simple as putting a not keyword before between. So if you run this, now as we discussed in earlier classes, whenever we use not, it will just negate the result set. Okay, so it will not include the values which satisfies this condition. So we will get all the values which are less than or equal to start value and greater than or equal to end value. You will not see any value between these two. Okay, that is how we use not between. And we will see between on text columns. When we use between on any text column, the values will be considered based on the alphabetical order provided between the start and end values. So it is something like if we use city between, I'll remove not, and city between Barry, and we will take end value as Hamilton. If you run this, you will see the records that are starting from BARRIE, and then the next alphabetical order value will be considered, and the values before and till this Hamilton will be considered. Okay, that is why you got this. You will not see any record which is starting with A like that or after H also. And remember, as I said, this is considered alphabetically. So let us see if we have any values, yeah, we have Brantford. If we take Brantford, BR, so BA is less than BR. I mean, BA is coming before BR. So the record which is having Barry as city should not be in the result set. Let us see if that is excluded now. I ran this query and see now the record with Barry is disappeared from the result set. Got it? So this is how it works on text columns. If I put not between, simply the result set will be negated. Now we will see the Barry and the records which are having city with greater than Hamilton will be retrieved. Okay, this is how it works on text columns. And we can use between on date columns as well. And that is as simple as getting the data in between two dates. So we will be providing date 1. Oops, sorry. Okay, I just hit on back button. Select star from patients where birth date between, I will take some value from the table and paste it over here, and so mention like this and just change 1 year. Okay, so I am looking for the patient records who are born in between 1963 to 12 to 1964 to 12. So if you see the records, you will see only such data. Okay, and using not is as simple as we discussed earlier. This will negate the result set, and if you run this, you see other records which are not matching this criteria. This is how we use between. And now we will see distinct statement. Why we use distinct statements? For example, if you run a select query, select star from patients, again, you see all the data from patients table. And if you run select gender, so that it will get the data from all records only from only gender column, right? So if you see this, I ran that query MMMMF, all the 4530 patients gender is retrieved. Now I want to know how many distinct genders are there in the patients table. So I just need to place a keyword before the column name and run the query. Now you will see the distinct values available in that column. I got M and F. Similarly, if I go with other column, select without distinct, I want to know how many first names are there from the patient. First names of all the patients from patients table, which again retrieved 4530 total records. Now if I place distinct keyword before first name, the result set will be decreased if there are any duplicate first names. So it will not retrieve the duplicate values. See, we got 1072. It means we have multiple patients with same first name. That is the place where we use distinct keyword whenever we want unique values from the column data. We don't want to get duplicate values. Then we can go with distinct statement, so that it avoids the duplicate values from that column data. Now we will see how we will work with null values. Again, I will run the query select star from patients and see we get all the data here. Okay, so now we have null in allergies. That means we don't have any values. In fact, it is not an empty string also. Okay, so now I want to know data from patients where we don't have any data available for allergies. Okay, so I want to know for which patients we don't have data available for allergies. Okay, in that case, if I place a condition like this where allergies equal to null, you see no records to display, no rows to display, means it is not working. Otherwise, if you try like this also, you will not see any data. because null is a special thing. Null means nothing. Okay, so you can't compare null with anything because null when we get data to the query means when we use where clause, when the condition return true, then only it returns the data. But if we compare null value with null using any of the operator like equal to or not equal to, greater than or less than, anything, it always returns false. Even null equal to null is also false. That is why we are not getting any data. Then how we will get the records which are having null value? We write that as is null. So if you write the query like this, select star from patients where allergies is null, then you will get the data which are having null values in the allergies column. And similarly, is not null. Okay, will return the data where the allergies has some data in that, at least empty string also. And remember, null is different from empty string. This is different and null is different. Okay, so this will get the data when we compare with equals. But null, if you compare using equal to null, not equal to null, then it will return false and you will not see any data in the result set. These are the three concepts we discussed in this video: between operator and distinct statement, and handling null values by is null and is not null. In the next video, we will see few more concepts that we can use in select statement. Thank you for watching, and please don't forget to like and subscribe.